Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're over on Decimate iWill's account. We've been over here to test a lot of heroes, and today we're over here to test Zaphrael. His test, Zaphrael ended up having 30 signature item and 9 furniture, so that's why we're here. I actually did try and record this video on Shazam's account, didn't have the furniture, but my hard drive was full and it corrupted the file. So we're over on Decimates so that we can test it with the 9 furniture as well. So let's get into it. So just a big shout out again to Decimate for letting me on his account, and also to Shazam for letting me on his before, even though I wrecked it, and also for all the information, because Shazam did a fair bit of testing, gave me some idea on some teams and synergies that we can go with. But basically, I just wanted to go quickly through his skills. Again, we have gone through it in a previous video. Just quickly, his ultimate basically does heaps of damage. I compare it to sort of a Belinda, except it seems to have a bigger range. It does cross the whole battlefield, so it's not like a little circle. And I feel like you do get the bolts hitting enemies multiple times. Like there's a fair few bolts in there. I just feel like most enemies are going to be getting hit by 2, and it is spread out enough that they're going to hit a fair few. However, I don't think you're really going to hit too many enemies with 3 bolts, depending on positioning. Maybe a real fat enemy like a Mezoth or something like that. Not too sure. Hard to judge it exactly, but it's just a massive damage multiplier, and it's just huge mage damage. So that's that one. The Cloud, really nice. The Cloud's obviously going to stun and interrupt enemies as it goes, and just keep basically zapping them. But then you also have the damage equal to 5% of the enemy's max HP. Is capped at 200% of his attack rating though, so not going to do insane things, but still really solid. And for the interruption, it's just fantastic, and we'll get into that a bit more when we look at the furniture item as well. Or is it the signature item? Anyway, then we have this lightning arc. I really love this ability. So basically what he's going to do is teleport to an enemy, knock them down, and deal AoE damage. Then with his signature item, which we'll talk about in a minute, he's just going to deal massive damage for this duration. He does gain a 700% of his attack value shield, which is huge. However, he is a mage, so he's going to lose that shield fast. But when he is in this shielded state, and we'll see it when we look at his signature item, he's going to deal insane damage. So if you can put anything on the team that's going to help sort of mitigate damage or control the enemy team, that's really going to help him, because the longer he can stay shielded by this shield, the longer he's going to just absolutely decimate enemies. And when I spoke to Shazam, he said he's been using him as like a tank killer in PvP, because he can just basically go in there and destroy enemy tanks because of the damage scaling that he has. Also, he has the great interruption and all that stuff. So that one is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this ability. It looks sick. And the other awesome thing is, because he is a mage, he goes into the enemy line obviously to do it, and most of the time if they do have a Sylvina or something like that, he'll jump back to your team to do it, but basically because when the shield depletes, he goes back to his original position, meaning he's going to escape that damage. Then over here we have during battles, enemies damaged. It's like a chain lightning effect, so it's something that's going to keep damaging them. Once the damage exceeds 12% of their max health, it's going to jump to the next guy and deal additional damage to them. It's basically just a continuous damage that he's going to keep dealing to enemies, and it's really nice. So that is basic, those abilities. Then we're going to go over here and look at hero, and we're going to take a look at the signature item, and this one's really nice. So after using the ability Lightning Arc, Zaphrael's normal melee attacks become even more powerful, dealing 60% of damage 9 times to the enemy, also interrupting their current action. So it's ridiculous amount of damage. You go 80% 9 times. It's just a huge scaling, and this is where I say Shazam reckons he's a tank killer. He can just deal massive damage with this, so long as he can keep that shield up. And then on top of that, it's just a really nice signature item where you buff one ability with that, and then you buff the other ability with 30, which is the Thunderstorm, giving him an additional enemy that he targets, interrupting them all the time as well, dealing that 5% max HP damage and all the good stuff. So really nice. And then if we can look at how do I look at the furniture from this page? Anyway, let's jump over here to portraits because I can't find it, and we'll take a look at his exclusive furniture. This one, once again, everything really does help himself when he does that teleport into the enemy line. When an enemy deals damage to Zaphrael, they are stunned for 0.5 seconds. Stunned enemies cannot be stunned again for another 8 seconds, which isn't the greatest. This ability shall still stun targets even if the damage was completely mitigated. Now, the completely mitigated is the key part there, because obviously he's going to have that shield, so at least when he's got that shield, they deal damage to that shield, it mitigates from him, it's still going to give them the stun. And level 9 is where you really want this, because 0.5 seconds ain't much, but 2 seconds every 8 seconds ain't a bad stun. And normally you're not going to get to that 8 seconds before his shield breaks anyway and he's back, so then he just waits to use it again. So that is the basics behind his abilities. A really nice kit. I really do like this guy. You know, I just like the design of her a little bit better, but he's still godly as hell. So we're going to jump into campaign here on Decimate's account, and we're going to have a crack at one stage and see how we go, and just slot him in and have a play. So I'm going to set up the team and we'll be back. Okay, so this is one of the teams we're looking at. This is just a basic Zaphrael carry team. Basically, he's just there to be the main damage dealer, and we're buffing him. There is another awesome team with Skreg that Shazam shared with me, which I will jump over to Shazam's account to record that, because you do require the furniture, which Shazam has, and it's a really cool combo, so we will cover that as well. But this is just a basic one. I just want to throw it in here, see how it goes, and it's basically just using strong heroes to basically buff him, and that's pretty much the gist of it. You know, you just got solid heroes and you're just going to go in there and see what you can do. We'll leave it on 2x speed. As you can see, he goes there, starts dealing some really nice damage, and just hope like hell his shield lasts long enough. And as you can see, he just about instantly deletes enemies there. Let's just try, I want to put this on 1x speed. I know people hate 1x, but I just want you to watch. Ready? Okay, the turtle's going to go in a second. Watch Nomura. Watch Nomura. Get ready for it. Okay, 1x is really slow. But as you can see, it just melts through enemies. And I know that may not seem like insane damage, but like in campaign where scaling's crazy, it's a lot of damage. So we're gonna go ahead and try and test this again. And there's the ult. And done. So let's check out the damage. I'm tipping Leica's gonna do damage because she's at 9 furniture. Leica actually topped him on that one. Not too bad with the split damage. Obviously dealing damage to 2 targets all the time, she's going to be absolutely savage. But that is that one. I'm not going to push too far in campaign. We might jump over to his tower, see where his tower's at, if we can have a push here. Not too bad. Let's just throw this in. Let's do that team again. So let's go, where are you, Zap? Yep, you. And then we'll go the Estrilda again. Where is she? There she is. Let's just test this out. He's going to jump there, distract the Estrilda, hopefully. Okay, didn't actually get her. Oof. Okay. No wonder we're stuck. That's huge. Everyone gets deleted. Man, Shotgun Dude. Shotgun Dude absolutely nuts there. Let's try like this. Curiosity. He distracts a few more there, but he dies. He gets shot. Okay, so that previous battle, I was just thinking about it. I wanted to test the Skreg team. So I decided to jump over onto Shazam's account. Shazam has also I got him to 9 furniture since I made my failed attempt at recording because of my full hard drive. So we got some fun. So this was the first team Shazam had in there. We're just over in the Misty Valley because I figure it's a good place just to test things. So we're going to just jump in with this because this is the formation he had and have a look at it. So let's jump in. I want to see what he can do. We'll leave it on ×4. Yeah, he deletes things pretty quick. I mean, with this team, you're obviously going to get that type of business. But let's go here. Now, what I want to try is, he's got some formations. Now, I've got to find them. Where's the Skreg one? So this is the Skreg one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin battle here, put it on ×2 speed. Now, I'll go over to Skreg after this, but the reason that this feels like such a good comp, or has a good synergy at least, look at that ult. Look at that ult damage. It just deletes everyone. It's absolutely sick. Now, this isn't like the best Skreg comp for him. You know, we're still testing, but this is a Skreg comp, which is nice. Really satisfying, that, man. Let's check out the damage. It's good damage. It's so good damage. Okay, obviously you don't have much to compete with on the damage scale. Yes, Wukong, but he didn't ult till late, so he's not going to do too much. And you got that big cleave from him. So what I want to do is I just want to jump over, for those that don't know about Skreg. So if we jump here, I probably could have just long pressed Skreg, but you know, these things happen. So if we go to the inn and look at Skreg, all allied heroes within the enemy half of the battlefield have their attack ratings increased by 20% and also receive 25% less damage from enemy attacks. And then allied heroes recover 100 energy points every 3 seconds in the enemy's half of the battlefield. This is where I think Skreg is another one of those heroes where the more heroes that get added to the game, he's just going to keep getting better, because Zaphrael is the perfect example. He goes straight into the enemy side of the field, meaning he's getting an attack increase, combined with the fact that he gets his shield and he's doing that massive damage from the melee attacks. So he's got the shield, he's doing this massive damage, he's got the increased attack from this, also increased damage mitigation, and then also getting that energy, because the sooner he can ult, even though he does really nice damage in that melee, if you can get him to teleport back and do a big ult and delete things, it's absolutely massive. So I'm keen to see what people start doing with the Skreg. It's really satisfying. But before we get into something else, I just want to... You guys knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. So what we're going to test here, and obviously we're not battling against the best enemy and all that. I get it. But what I wanted to test was we can actually leave you in, because you're like the main part of this. Okay. Points to whoever guesses this before I click it. You guessed it. So what my thoughts are Gorvo, because Gorvo's a beast, because he can stun really early, giving that mitigation to stop him losing the shield. So that's and Gorvo's Gorvo just always works with Chicken Iron, in my opinion. So let's go the chicken. Where is he? Where the chicken at? Now I got a few ideas for this last slot. You could always use the Titus like the other time, so you can go stun into fear. But the thing with this guy, with Zaphrael having his furniture item, anyone that decides to attack him is then going to get stunned for 2 seconds, because we're at level 9 furniture. So I feel like we don't need the follow-up stuns. We could either go a Sophia, or I feel like for the extra bonus we might even go a Leica, make things happen a bit quicker, and see how this pans out. Now I'm going to begin. I'm going to leave it on 2x speed. Okay, unfortunately he does go into the enemy side of the battlefield, which kind of sucks and doesn't work out as well as I'd hoped. Okay. Had to test it. Unfortunately, we're not quick enough to get there. Is there any way we can do it? Because yeah, he goes right to the back line because they take too long to get there. That's devastating. You guys know I wanted that to work. I mean, he just about nukes the whole team there. He just about kills the whole team. Devastated. Okay, I wonder if there's a way I can make this work. He does have Jura's Call on at the moment. I'm going to take Jura's Call off of him. And see if that slows him down enough. He does have a lot of haste. I'm curious to see without the furniture whether he'd be able to do this, because he does have a heap of haste. Let's swap out with Drez. I'll try and remember to swap that back so I'm not screwing Shazam up. Let's go ahead and do this. Please work. Okay, unfortunately still doesn't work in that sense. So I feel like the extra support hero we might have to bring in this comp against this team might be the Anarchy for the shield, because we are having the issue with the Iron just dropping. But this is just me dreaming now. I think we've just got to accept the fact that it ain't going to work. And without that haste, we weren't actually able to grab them all in. Oh wait, no. Yes, I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm an idiot. I removed the wrong one, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Pro plays, you gotta love them. Gotta love those pro plays. Okay, so let's do this. Get them all grouped up. Get the stuns. Ooh, still not able to do it. Everyone getting shifted everywhere. Okay, my dreams have ended. My dreams of Chicken Iron Zaphrael have ended. I just don't think, unless you can get him to teleport straight to them, because you don't want him to teleport over there and then have to walk in. So, unfortunately, not going to be the comp. But I feel like this with just the turtle, I feel like turtle and Skreg is a really good comp. So if we go something like this, now this is just me experimenting in my head, because Skreg obviously has that great synergy. I wonder if it's worth using an Anarchy. Probably not. So we got that. So then we're going to go ahead and use the turtle. The turtle, if I can find him. There he is. Very unupgraded. I'm disappointed. So the turtle, because we're going to advance, we're going to get the mitigation from Skreg, the attack buff from Skreg, the energy regeneration, and then the turtle's going to jump and give us some damage mitigation, which is really nice. And then we can pretty much fill in that team with anyone that we want. Leica, obviously a good option, but I'm trying to think of heroes that aren't typically used in like common teams, just so that we can get as much advantage as we can out of having not have to use the extra heroes. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to throw in the Titus, just so that we can basically have lunging heroes that are going to gain that advantage, which is really, really nice. And then maybe we put the Drez in for the lols. Let's try this. Actually, you know what? We could do chicken, because then we get everyone stunned. Let's try this. This is... Okay. It's not a great team. This is me trying to use leftover heroes with the Zaphrael to carry, so that we can have all the good heroes for the other teams. See what I'm doing? Yeah, I suck. Okay, let's go. They get the good stuns. Hopefully Titus comes out and fears. Okay. The dream is over. Dream is over. Unfortunately, we get banished there. Let's go ahead and try it like this. Curiosity. Can we get him? Skreg mounts. The Titus getting banished really hurts it because we lose the fears. And as you can see, Zaphrael, even at this ascension, this is something to note. He goes in there. I think the chicken's probably harming him. And he just gets demolished before he can actually teleport out. Okay. I'm learning stuff. I'm getting learned. You know what, screw it. Let's put Leica in there. Let's get some haste going. Get some haste. Skreggles. And he's down. Okay. He gets dropped too quick. Who is stunning him? Is someone stunning him? Is it the Anarchy with his stomps, maybe? Not too sure. I thought this would be a really good synergy. Let's go ahead and bring you, because why not? Actually, let's bring you with the furniture so we can charm the Tassie, and Tassie can banish someone else. Let's try that. Does that work? Or does she teleport away from that? Well, at least she does banish. Oh, look at him. Surviving with 1 HP and getting that massive ult. That is huge. That is actually really nice, that ult. Is really satisfying. Ooh, bombs. Ooh, big rip. Skreggles carry. And this just shows why we should stick to Shazam's teams. So let's try a couple more of his formations. This one got me excited when I saw this formation. Let's try this. Obviously, we're using busted heroes, but it's got the 2 new heroes. Let's kick it. Let's have a look. Zaphrael, obviously the Tassie lunch, and he came back to Tassie. Boom. Man, it's so satisfying when he gets an ult. You're gonna get victories when you use these heroes. It's just the way it goes. Let's check damage. Ooh, she does more damage than him. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, buddy. She did more. Okay. Alright, let's try another team. Begin. Let's go ahead and swap 4 formations. What else have you got set up for a Shazam? What else we got? This straw to like team that we tried. That's that one. That's just God Comp. Ooh, he has been trying the Chicken Eron. Okay, let's see if his formation's better than mine. See, I still don't like the way he, yeah, I'm still not a big fan of the way that operates. At least he managed to teleport with 1 HP. But yeah, I don't think the Chicken Eron's going to be the ideal comp for him. I just don't like the way it takes him time to get over there and then he just gets deleted. But this is always going to be good. This is always going to be a solid team. The God Comp, basically you can't go wrong with it. he can't go wrong. And just, actually, I've got Jira's eye on him. If you had the call, he'd probably get there a bit quicker. Having said that, you've probably got call on Rowan and Twin, so it's not too bad to put eye on him for you. There you go. Just straight the leads with those ult. And I love the way he stands in the back row and throws his lightning bolts. I reckon it looks sick. And we do actually double up on the clouds, which is really nice. With all that extra haste, we double up on the clouds, which is really cool. Anyway, that's going to be it. That was just a bit of fun for testing. It's just when we try and push campaign and stuff on people this far advanced, it gets a bit tough. But that is going to be it for Zaphrael. I still think he's solid. I know Shazam definitely thinks he has a viable place in the game. I just think with that big of a nuke for the ult, he does sometimes just get killed. Like his shield bursted and instant killed when he advances. So he's going to be team synergies and enemies you're going to have to avoid, I think, with him. But I definitely think he's going to be a pick for certain teams and definitely not a bad hero at all. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.